what's up 290, and in today's video I'm going to be explaining why some ham and shortwave radio frequencies work better at night and some work better during the day. Basically, in my experience, the higher frequencies work better during the day, whereas the lower frequencies work better at night. This is because of the way that the sun charges the particles in the ionosphere. So generally speaking, when there currently is energy from the sun flowing through the ionosphere, the higher frequencies will work better, whereas the lower frequencies will work better during the times when there isn't as much disturbance from the ionosphere. I will try to show you an example of this right now. So this is a radio station called WWV. WWV has two transmitters, one in Fort Collins, Colorado, and one from Hawaii. The one from Hawaii uses a female voice, and the one from Fort Collins uses a male voice. Now you would think that I would be receiving the one from Fort Collins better all the time because I'm closer to Colorado than I am Hawaii. But that's not the case. I actually receive the one from Fort Collins. I usually actually receive the one from Hawaii on 10 megahertz better than the one from Colorado on 5 megahertz during the day, and this is switches at night. Like right now, it's around dusk. WWV is a time signal station. It broadcasts a 24-hour signal with either male or female voice repeating what time it currently is in universal time. So as you can see, it's dusk turning to night, and the one on 10 megahertz is not coming in at all. But let's switch to the 5 megahertz one.
At the total, 19 hours.
And there it is coming in.
Universal time.
Whereas if I were to try during the day, usually for me, it would be that the 10 megahertz one is coming in, this one, whereas the 5 megahertz one wouldn't come in as good.
So, this is how shortwave travels such a large difference over just standard AM and FM. AM travels along the ground. FM travels line of sight. FM travels line of sight. So in other words, from this tower, it would travel from the top of the tower to the bottom until it eventually hits the bottom or disappears entirely. Shortwave, though, because it bounces off the ionosphere, and ham radio also uses shortwave radio frequencies pretty regularly. The ham radio uses shortwave radio frequencies when talking a long distance, and FM when just talking to the local area. When it's charged with sunspots, the ionosphere essentially acts as a wall. So when, as you can see here in the path, the signal travels up, hits the ionosphere, bounces back down, hits the ionosphere, bounces back down, hits the ionosphere, goes up, hits the ionosphere again, and bounces back down. And then this is what allows shortwave to travel such a long way, because it basically bounces off the ionosphere until the signal travels an enormous distance all over the planet. Whereas standard AM and FM don't use the ionosphere at all. So they with those, the signal basically just goes until it dies, or goes out of sight, or hits something that makes it so it can't move any further. However, when there aren't any sunspots, then the signal from shortwave can just either drift off into space or not go anywhere at all, unless the signal is considerably strong. So in these poor shortwave conditions, we've still been able to pick up stations like China Radio International and Radio Havana, Cuba, and things like those, because those use a super powerful signal. So the the signal bounces off the ionosphere anyway, even though there are no sunspots, because they are already electrically charged enough. Whereas a weaker signal in weak shortwave conditions, where there aren't many sunspots to automatically bounce it back, it won't travel very far. So that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. This is What's Up 290, and I'm signing off. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next video.